Recording in progress.
All right, hello. Welcome to Brian Abarca's Master Class. I am Brian Abarca, and you guys are about to have a lot of value. Just let's make sure that everybody's muted. Perfect. Let me make sure that I'm recording. Phenomenal. Just want to record this. Boom. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, fam, I understand that you guys want your lives changed. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be giving you guys as much value as possible. This is what a masterclass is. So, first things first, I want to ask you ladies a question. Ladies, if you've ever looked in the mirror and thought, girl, I know I can look better. I can feel better. I can be better. But life keeps slapping me around. This masterclass is for you. Perhaps you know who I am. Perhaps you haven't. Perhaps you started following me. Perhaps you've been following me for years. My name is Brian Abarca. Some of you know me as the booty doctor, the toning specialist. Listen, I've been training women for 14 years, and I've helped thousands transform their bodies. And today I run a full online training program built with a registered dietitian and a licensed therapist. I specialize in helping women, especially moms, tone their body, tighten their waist, build their glutes, and get their confidence back. So what you ladies are gonna be expecting today, I'm gonna be giving you real tools you can use starting tonight, Friday, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know where you guys are from. Technically, I'm in the East Coast, but I'm in Dubai tonight. First things first, you'll walk away with knowing how to train for your specific body type, how to track foods without being on a diet, because I don't believe in that shit. And the mindset shifts every woman needs to stay to become consistent, even when life is in a shithole. Okay? And if you resonate with me today, I'll show you how you can take the next step and work with me personally. No pressure though. Okay? First things first, training with your body type. Most women fall and fail, not because they're lazy, but because they're training the wrong way for their body type. And by body types, I mean 3 different body types for women. You guys ready? So, the first body type for women is the soft, curvy woman. Maybe you know her, maybe you don't, maybe you are her. The soft, curvy women, 1 out of 3, holds fat in their lower body. I'm talking about their hips, their thighs, their mom pouch. Builds muscle easily, but also gains fat easily. Needs frequency, volume, and metabolic training. But Brian, what does metabolic training mean? I'm gonna teach you that today. And the most common mistakes these women do, the soft curvy type, is do only cardio and then lose their shape, lose their curves. My ladies in the Zoom, put me on the chat if you are that type of person or you know someone who is soft and curvy. I'm going to give you guys a few seconds. Betty, Bulma, Shuri. Let me know if you know someone who is like that. Or you know someone. Betty says, I know that type. Perfect. The second type is the slim, thick, or athletic women. They have the balanced frame, gains muscle with consistency, loses fat in a planned, predictable manner. But what they need is progressive lifting, progressive overload. Brian, what does that mean? I love that you just asked me that. I am going to go over that today. And focusing on smart calorie targets. The mistakes that these women do is switching routines weekly. And if you switch routines weekly, you will see no growth. Okay, put me on the chat if you know someone who is this slim, thick, or athletic type of woman. Maybe you are that person. Maybe you know someone like this. Give you guys a few seconds. Anyone? No? YouTube? Anyone? No? All right, well, maybe there's not that many. Oh, Sherry says I know that type. Perfect. Cool. The third type of woman, the skinny fat woman. They have a smaller frame, but they're still soft. They're still fluffy. They're still squishy. They hold lower body fat. They have a weak muscle foundation, or perhaps they don't even have experience working out. And what they need is strength training. Then they need to focus on a caloric deficit. What does a caloric deficit mean, Brian? Great fucking question. We're gonna go over that today, ladies, all for free. And the most common mistake these skinny fat women do is starve themselves, which in turn loses muscle, which then in turns look soft, look more fluffy, look more squishy. We don't like that. So this is the toning formula that you must 120% follow. There's 4 parts to it. The first part is specifically lifting 3 to 4 times per week, taking 5 to 10K steps per day. Okay? Progressing overloading, what does that mean? Increasing reps or increasing weight or increasing the intensity or the tempo. That's what progressive overload means. Who here on the Zoom chat does not know what progressive overload means? Put me on the chat. Anyone? Feel free. Listen, there's no judgment here. Okay, Parissa says me. Perfect. I love that you're being honest. So, that's what you need, the progressive overload. But Brian, what are the mistakes that I am doing that are killing my results? Phenomenal question. The biggest training mistakes women do that make them not see results is random YouTube videos. Only Pilates or only cardio. Switching programs too often. We just mentioned that. No progressive overload. Again, I just mentioned increasing tempo, reps, weight, intensity. Not training glutes correctly if you're trying to build a booty, if you're trying to build a shelf. And last but not least, but the most important is no structure based on your body type. And this is what training should feel like. Perhaps you're working out right now. Who here is working out on the chat? Put me on the chat. Are you guys currently in a training program or working out, hitting the gym, working at home at the gym? Please let me know. Are you guys working out, yes or no? Put me on the chat. Betty says working out at the gym. Love it. Parissa says me sometimes. Cool. Sherry, I didn't hear anything about you. Bulma, talk to me. Sherry says sometimes at home. This is what training should feel like, ladies. Glutes being activated. Bulma says she hits the gym 6 times a week. I love that. Perfect. Good. Another way is weights increasing over weeks. Sweat without burnout. You should not be dying after a workout. If you go to a group class or a CKO class or an F45 class, if you are sweating and dying, you're not gonna be seeing results. And I'm sure if you've been doing that for a month, you're stuck. Just imagine, ladies, if I could look at your body type and build your entire training plan for you. I'm talking about the exact weights, the exact reps, the exact progression. My registered dietitian maybe tracking your calories for you. How much easier would this be? We'll talk about that at the end. So let's talk about the main points that I've been advertising about. Tracking without dieting. I don't believe in diets. Diets are horrible. I'm a trainer and I don't even follow a diet. I don't expect my clients to. It's not long term. So tracking, I want you guys to understand is that tracking does not mean it's dieting. It means understanding your body. Brian, what the fuck do you mean by that? Good question. Diets don't work because they're restrictive. They ignore your lifestyle, whether you're a mom, you're a wife, you are a single independent woman, you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner. You don't have that time. You don't have time for that shit. You ignore your lifestyle. You cause binges. Maybe at night you have too many snacks, too many drinks, too many business meetings, you know? Non-sustainable. Whatever you're doing right now is not sustainable. Bulma says she's working out 6 times a week. Is that sustainable? And not knowing portion awareness, portion of foods. You don't need a diet. You need a routine, a habit, maybe even a rhythm. Okay, so with the 4 tracking rules, no problem, Sherry. I'll send you a message, girl, no problem. Track calories first. Track calories first. Macros come later. What are macros? Macros are protein, carbs, and fats. You want to be aiming specifically with your protein. Aim for 100 grams to 130 grams per day. That's 100 to 130 grams per day of protein. No bad foods. I don't want you to focus on bad foods. No fried foods. If you're having tacos, then Starbucks, then pasta, ladies, they are all allowed if you are tracking foods. However, one of the major mistakes that a lot of women do is the weekends. You guys mess up. Two bad days, I'm talking about Saturday and Sunday. can erase 5 good ones Monday through Friday. Think about that. You've been in such a rhythm during the week for the whole month, but every Saturday and Sunday you screw it up because you go out to eat, you go out to drink, but you don't know how many calories you're consuming. So how do you start tracking, even if you hate tracking? Download an app, whether it's MyFitnessPal or the Abarca Fitness app. Track 1 meal per day for 3 days. Why do I say this? You obviously eat more than one time a week, or more than one time a day. But the whole goal is to build wins, build small wins. So you want to track 1 meal per day for the next 3 days. Just get into the habit of it. Then you want to add protein to that meal. Then add a second meal for that fitness app. So first 3 days, you track that meal calorie-wise only. Then add your protein grams for that meal. Then add the second meal. Then add steps. Then add structured training. And the next thing you know, you're in a tracking routine and not on a diet. And you have numbers in front of you. Just imagine, maybe you're a little lazy, or maybe you just don't know. Maybe you just don't know where to start. Just imagine if my registered dietitian, that's part of my staff, that works full-time 24/7, checked your food logs daily and adjusted your goals based on your real life schedule. Would that help you? Well, that's what we do in my program. Mindsets for women with real life. Some of you ladies have kids. Some of you ladies have husbands to take care of. Some of you ladies are entrepreneurs, are business owners, are high-level executives. Believe it or not, basic YouTube videos, group classes, they're not sustainable for you because they're not made for your body type. Fitness hits you different when your life is in shambles. It just helps you refocus. Time isn't your problem. Structure is. Time management is. You don't need 2 hours to work out. You don't need 3 hours to work out because Betty said that on Instagram. Or little Jimmy 6969 says, hey, you have to work out 3 hours a day. No, that does not work. You need at least 30 to 40 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week, and a plan. Some of you ladies mentioned earlier that some of you guys work out, some of you guys don't. Some of you guys go to the apartment gym, which is completely fine. But listen, time isn't an objection. Time isn't your problem, structure is. You don't need 2 hours, you need 30 to 40 minutes. If you have kids, your kids don't need the perfect mom. They need a mom with energy, with confidence and self-respect. If you're getting fat and overweight, how do you have self-respect for yourself if you have a son or a daughter? If you have a partner or a husband, how do you expect them to love you if you don't love yourself? How can you expect someone to love you deeply? The only way is self-love. Check into your workouts. Eat so that you can have energy throughout the day. Feel confident, run with the kids, or go out on dates. I don't know, you need energy for that. Showing up tired. How many of you ladies on the chat dread when you guys wake up early in the morning and have to brush your teeth? I know I do. Put me on the chat. if you wake up early and you drag your feet going to brush your teeth? Come on, girls, talk to me. Put me on the chat. Bulma says depends. Okay. So it's not a complete yes or no. I know I drag myself. I am so exhausted, and I sometimes I don't feel like just brushing my teeth. But you have to, though. You have to prioritize yourself. You have to prioritize your teeth. Why? Because you don't want to be the stinky person in the office. So since considering Bulma said some days yes, some days no, it sounds like she's just not either in a routine, consistent schedule, or she doesn't have someone keeping you accountable. However, I know the position you guys are in. And I'm contemplating moving to Dubai. But it doesn't matter, because I could still change lives all over the world. I still do. So I want to explain what specifically is in my mindset coaching, because I do focus on mindset. Inside my gym, I have someone whose name is Stephanie, and she was a mindset coach. She has the title of a licensed therapist, but I don't want to scare people away. Okay, and inside her program, she uses stress tools, emotional eating, foods, management, self-worth, rebuilding. We need a lot of that. Real accountability, and then confidence for coaching. Mindset is the foundation. Training is a tool. Tracking is a strategy. You need to do all three to see results, period. Perfect. So now you know you got two paths here. Pathway one, ladies, Harissa, Bulma, Betty. You can always take everything I just taught you today and go do it on your own. You can spend the next 3, 6, maybe 9 months experimenting, guessing, trying different diets, switching workouts every week, basically doing what you've been doing over and over and over again. I don't know about you, but I feel like a hamster wheel doing that. So that's option number one. Option number two, you take a step forward. Someone who's already done this thousands of times can directly, specifically say, wear good shoes in Dubai. And wherever you go in an event in Dubai, you need to wear some shoes. I'm sorry. Anyways, I want to show you how important having connections are. And when I say connections, it's like relationships around you, positive energy from your family, from your partner, husbands. Who struggle with that? Who struggles with people looking down on you because you're trying to better yourself, because you're trying to eat well? Put me on the chat. Put me on the chat. No one? Okay. All right. Well, listen. I want to show you guys a few examples. Let's see if I can bring my pictures up. Hold on. Hold on, I got you. I got you. Oh my God, I have so many transformations. Who do I choose? You know what? I'm gonna show it in my pictures. Screw it. Slim, ready to have children. Just imagine that. Do you guys want some more? Just imagine that. Do you guys want some more? I'll show you guys some more. Screw it. I don't want to get too cocky. But listen, I'm telling you, Betty. I don't want to get too cocky. But listen, I'm telling you, Betty, Bulma, Parissa. If you want to take the fast path, I'm giving everyone here early access to my Black Friday deal. This is why it was such a big deal. I want to give you guys my Black Friday deal. I am launching this on Monday. You guys got first dibs today on a Friday. Within a week it's Thanksgiving. So here's how it works. You get to join any one of our fitness coaching programs. I say our because I have a team behind me. The same programs built to help you tone, build muscle, and get into the best shape of your life before this ends and going into New Year's transformation, changing nothing, but challenging where we're doing and where we're running is extremely important. So here's a step. You know what? Before I even give you the value, give me fire emojis. I want to make sure that you guys are awake. Betty, give me fire emojis. Bulma, give me fire emojis. Parissa, give me fire emojis. Betty says she's away. Oh man, you can't give me a fire emoji on the chat. There you go, Bulma. Thank you. All right, so this is the value. Betty says I need coffee. So here's a step-by-step instructions. We set up a 30-minute game plan call. On that call, we'll figure out what you're struggling with, what your biggest roadblocks are, and what your number one goal is. And the exact game plan you need to succeed. Whether you're trying to tone, whether you're trying to build a booty, or both. Sorry, I just got hiccups. After that, the Black Friday sale, I'll give you $500 in credit in which you can use toward any one of my coaching programs. Anyone. Your price stays locked for the rest of 2025 and all of 2026. So if you want that $500 credit and you're ready to take that first step, that fast path, that second option that I mentioned, drop a hell yes in the chat right now. Hell yes on the chat. Hell yes on the chat. Hell yes on the chat. No one? Okay. No worries. You guys are just here for value. No worries. Who's here and show of hands or on the chat are here for value, and who here is genuinely asking and seeking for help? You could say value or help on the chat. Please let me know. Value. Cool, no problem, Bulma. Value, good, cool. Not a problem at all. I'm here to give you value. So then I'm gonna answer a few questions because I know this is what you might be thinking. And some of these questions are very common from women who just joined my program the same day. Right before hopping on a call, they had a few questions, which is completely valid, it's no big deal. They usually ask me, how much time do I need? I'm talking about 5 hours per week total, that's it. 5 hours per week. The diet that we're going to be on extremely healthy. Unfortunately, you know, Patrick is not going to be able to join us. Patrick is one of my employees. It's okay though. He does video marketing. This is a super restrictive diet. That's an accusation, it's not a question. I say no. We teach people how to eat foods they love while keeping underweight. That's extremely gold. So, one of you ladies are probably thinking, Brian, this seems too good to be true. And I'm gonna tell you what makes this so easy. Because there's a guarantee attached. It's simple. If you do every check-in, follow your plan, and at 80% bartender, you don't get results that we promise. We refund every single week you paid for, period. That's a club in the city. Then the next one, she was chatting. What's the guarantee? So if you're interested, imagine this. I'm gonna explain the guarantee. If you do every check-in, follow your plan at 80% or better, don't get the results we promised, we refund every single dollar you paid, period. End of story, no ifs or buts. So if you're interested, hit the bot in the chat, book your call, and I'll stick around for a Q&A. Who wants the link? I'll send you guys the link. Let's see. Yeah. Here's just for some advice. Boom. Click the link. Click the link. It would be the best decision of your life. Guarantee, like, you have nothing else to lose. You have nothing else to lose. Yeah, maybe, what if I suck for a whole month? You lose a little bit of time. Is it better than you are now? But just imagine the win. If you do this, if you follow an individualized training program based on your body type, you can't not win. Everything's structured. I know exactly how your body is. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna open it up for Q&A. Feel free to let me know any questions you may have. Anyone put your hand up or put me on the chat and I'll call on you. I'll give you guys a few minutes. Few seconds. Anyone have questions? Questions on anything I just mentioned? No? Okay, fair enough. Ladies, what are your major takeaways from the call? What did you learn most in this call? The different body types. Love that, Bulma. What body type are you at? Mm, 30 seconds, I'm not sure if you're typing. I would have to say probably the first one. All right, Betty, no problem. Absolutely. Sounds like you guys are extremely set. Having a routine is important for success in everything. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. All right. Well, ladies, this was a phenomenal masterclass. I hope you guys learned some value. If you guys can even maybe perhaps put in your story how much value I share with you, follow it, share my profile to your friends and family. And happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas. Okay, you guys have the first heads up of the discount, 40%, ladies. Don't build it up. There's a link right there, right above. Whoever wants to utilize that. You have a call with me exclusively. All right, have a good night.